Hello and welcome. I am Charlie Hutton and I am here joined by Lucinda Green. We are here today with Horse and Hound and Petplan Equine, and we are doing our top tips, aren't we, Lucinda?
We certainly are, for all three phases. This part is on show jumping.
So Lucinda, talk us through the rider preparation and the importance of walking the course. How important is it really?
As an eventer, you very often don't get to walk the course, especially if you've got more than one horse. There is specific times when you're allowed to walk the course and they stop the jumping. If you cannot walk it, then try and watch it from four sides of the arena to get four angles on what's happening, and you'll get a very good idea how to deal with it.
It's really clear that all of this comes down to preparation and leaving no stone unturned. So talk us through what the rider should do when entering the arena. When the steward says, you may enter.
So you come into your arena, I usually come in canter, but some horses are better to come in walk and then just pick up top, pick up canter. You really again have to know your horse. You want him relaxed, but you want him on the job and sharp. And I'd go straight to a fence that was really glarish, whether I'm on a baby or a grown-up horse. If there was a particular fence that they were looking at a bit, I'd go straight up to it. Some people actually canter up and stop. I'm not going to do that because I don't want him to stop, but I'll go close to it like a water tray. I'll go quite close to that and hope that he just has a look at it. You could say it's cheating, but everybody does it, so why not?
Talk us through the rider's position. Talk us through, how the rider should be sitting on the approach.
I'm old enough to have watched so many fashions of where you sit coming into a fence. From the forward seat, which was the BHS sort of post-war seat, which was very lovely to keep in balance, but was totally ineffective if something went wrong. You have got to be in the dressage seat. If something's going to go wrong, you're in there plugged in, ready to react. So between the fences, I might lighten my seat because lots of horses love that. But most horses, I find it's easier in a show jumping context because there's always another fence coming or preparation for another fence coming to stay in my dressage seat with short legs. And therefore, I'm sure anatomically it's not exactly the same as the dressage seat. But basically there, I have got the most control of the two things I need to be in control of most. I'm in control of the power, I'm in control of the balance, and I'm not in control of either of those in that slightly softer forward perch. Good, good. Yeah, but why didn't you wait? Why did your body go forward? When you go deep, sit back. And then you're on the back of the seesaw, which frees up the front end, and the front end can lift off. So the deeper you are, the further back you must go, and the more your supporting leg comes in. Beautifully ridden, really beautifully ridden.
That was good, that one, wasn't it?
How does that compare to dressage?
Looked nice and fluent, and the previous ones had little bits that weren't quite right, whereas that just all clicked together.
It was interesting you saying about visualising in real time, and I totally get that. It takes you 5 minutes to ride the test, it'll take you 5 minutes to visualise it. And you also mentioned about sharpness and reacting and thinking of the things that could go wrong.
Yeah.
And I would say exactly the same when I'm walking the course in the show jumping or in the cross country. I'm trying to think of all the things that could go wrong and put them in the file in the computer of my mind, and before I go in I will have one more visualization, totally positive. Everything's going well.
Yeah.
So the approach, the most important thing is twofold. They must see it early and they must want it, they must desire it. In that way, A, they know where they're going, and B, they've got the engine. Excellent. And then landing, remember the landing is the takeoff of the next fence, so you need to get them back into that quality of canter that Charlie talks about on the flat as quickly as you can and back looking for the next fence.